And we are live. Wham, 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 wham. Welcome to the Dono Show. This is a special little episode. First, I want to start out by giving a big birthday shout out to our cousin Vince. Hey, it's Vince's birthday, by the way, Jake. Happy birthday, Vince. Big happy birthday for you. I look like shit. I need to fucking shave.
Get up.
What are you doing? Putting Lila in the camera?
I'm going to interview her.
You're going to interview Lila.
Yeah. We have a special guest for the start of the show.
We had a special announcement that you just missed.
Oh, what was it?
It's a happy birthday, Vince. It's Vince's birthday today.
Wow. I completely did not
His
know
mom
that.
and girlfriend are out here and scared the shit out of me yesterday. They came walking in and I was taking a piss. And I was like, whoa.
Happy birthday, Vince.
Lila.
Okay.
I'm still in my Jimmy John's uniform. I am not giving free advertising to my employer.
You can pick her up. She's not going to move now.
I'm sorry.
She just...
Are you okay?
All right, so first question of the podcast is, what is your prediction for the Super Bowl, my good sir?
Oh, Super Bowl predictions. Well, Cassidy's family is like a
I
big
had my cousins sending me pictures of them and their Chiefs.
Chiefs fans.
Are they there? Or well, I guess they're
They,
The
well, they
one
live in Missouri, though.
Yeah. So, like my dad, I'm pretty sure
Like they
lived
live
in Kansas City for a while.
Yeah.
But they're from Missouri. Part of my family
I-
does live in Kansas.
So Kansas City's
Yeah.
Cassidy's pick.
I want Kansas City to win just because they haven't been to the Super Bowl since Super Bowl 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like Patrick Mahomes.
I'm also going to go with Kansas City as my pick as well. Not that I think that they're going to win. I think it's going to be a great game.
Somebody told me, I took some guy home at work, and he told me he thinks it won't even be close. The Chiefs will win. That the 49ers might keep it close in the first half, but
I think
The
it's going to be an
Chiefs will just
offense game
outscore
as
them.
fuck. But then I also think
Yeah.
that San Francisco's defense is a little bit better than
he
Kansas
said he
City.
doesn't think San Francisco's defense can step up.
Are you kidding me?
That's what the guy said.
Whatever,
I don't know
man.
anything about
I don't-
football. I don't watch
Nick
NFL.
Bosa is on San Francisco's D line.
Yeah, that's the only reason my dad wants them to win.
He got
Is
defense
because
rookie
Nick
of the
Bosa.
year.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Well, he's
OSU
amazing.
players on Kansas City too. Who gives it? It's just
Like
Nick
who?
Bosa. I don't know. You want me to look it up? You want me to look it up? I'll look it up right now.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
sure.
can't open
Go
that
ahead.
page. I'm not opening that page on the air. That's gift
I mean-
ideas. OSU players on Kansas City. Bum, 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 bum.
Carlos Hyde does not play for the Chiefs.
What?
No way. Does Carlos Hyde actually play for the Chiefs? I don't know any like
Did this switch?
No.
There it goes. No, he's for the Houston
yeah,
Texans.
yeah.
Why is it
That-
showing
so,
up in
yeah.
this result here?
That's
Okay,
because
alright,
there's like
sure.
no
All right, hold on. Oh man, I can't sort these. This
well,
is just.
how?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I don't
Darren
see
Lee.
anybody on
Darren Lee.
Darren Lee. Okay. He's a linebacker.
I think that's it. Wow.
The 49ers have Nick Bosa.
I think that's
That's it.
literally it.
Yeah.
And I think Nick Bosa is also the only one on the 49ers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was looking for
Because his
other
brother's
guy.
on the Chargers.
Yeah, Joey Bosa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, Eli Apple, Von Bell, freaking Ted Ginn, freaking Marshawn Lattimore.
All right, we're getting
Michael
way off topic.
Thomas.
We're just,
All right,
okay,
sorry,
but
sorry.
the point is that I would rather see Nick Bosa win than Darren Lee. Not to be just because Nick Bosa's like a better.
Yeah, Nick
I
Bosa.
also
He won
do want to see
defensive.
Kansas City.
He just won defensive rookie of the year last night.
That's what you. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 3
I
out of
just-
the last 4.
I just
of those are
love
off
the
last
troll
year.
that he did to fucking Baker Mayfield. He
Yeah.
like went up and acted like he planted a flag in the middle of the
Yeah.
field. So funny.
Yeah. That was good.
That was great.
I like that.
thoroughly
like
enjoyed that.
I really like that.
I like that a lot.
Cars Brooks. Jesus. We were,
man.
dude. So Cassidy bought a truck. I don't know if I
Yeah.
told you that.
A truck?
Bought
Yeah.
a Chevy pickup.
Yeah.
A Chevy
1500
pickup
with
truck.
a 5.3 V8 in her.
Wow.
She's got 4-wheel drive and everything.
Hell
I
yeah,
work
dude.
on a farm. I need a truck.
She's got rust too. Chevy rust along the rocker arms where they all rest.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what they call that in Chevy land?
What?
Rest along the rocker arms?
No.
Weight reduction.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're gag.
Over time, the car wears out. Got to reduce that weight.
Man, you got to meet my girlfriend's dad. I feel like you guys would have a hilarious conversation together.
Does he work on cars or does he just like?
I
Like
think
cars.
that's what he does right now. I don't even know exactly what he does right now.
How old is he?
I don't know ages.
I mean,
man.
like
I
older
don't know.
or like could
He's
he
like
work
mom
on cars
and dad's
still?
age. I don't know. Everybody's like mom and dad's age.
Well, I'm just wondering, it's hard to work on cars.
Like he watches like
physically.
Barrett Jackson a lot.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
an auction, dude. It's the Barrett Jackson auction.
He watches it, like not trying to buy things, or he just
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
wait. Like, is it like a show, or does he like?
Yeah,
watch
you haven't seen
listings
it on the
around?
when it used to be on the Speed Channel. It's all the like old cars that people try and come and auction off.
Oh yeah. My grandpa used to watch that.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, Barrett Jackson auction. Look it up, man.
Isn't it on like California or something?
No, they have it out here every once in a while.
Oh.
But I think it moves around.
Lila.
Hmm.
Just trying to
But-
get her leash down.
Yeah, I feel like you guys would have a really interesting conversation. Because I don't
Yeah.
know jack shit about cars.
I'm good at talking to dads for sure.
I was sitting here, my buddy Jeff, he's just like, oh my god, this Challenger. He bought a '73 Challenger, and he's like, this thing keeps eating camshafts, and I was like, I don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah, whoever's fucking building the motor for it. If he built it himself or it's an old one, wow. Eating cams. He's gotta have some money into that thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what a camshaft is?
I know that there's a crankshaft and a camshaft, and I know that they kind of work in conjunction. and
There's
that's
not-
like the-
There's not always like one of each though.
Really?
You can have like you ever seen like a motor that says like DOHC on it?
Yeah, dual overhead cam.
Dual overhead cam. So like there's a
single
crank,
overhead and a dual.
and then there's like 2 cams over the head. So you
Okay,
could have
so
you could have
here-
4
here.
cams in a V8.
Okay, so my extent of car knowledge is
Yeah.
branched from my summer car. Okay, so I'm just going in my head.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the like buildup of building the engine, and like
So
so there's the camshaft and what's connected to the rocker arms,
the valves,
and then the
The
valves
rocker
shoot
arms
down into the
work.
pistons, right?
the valves open up.
Those are the things that like go like this, right? See that this is just a straight brass tacks 5-minute here lecture on how a
You're-
basic
you're
engine
not-
works. All right.
Yeah, no,
Just-
you're not explaining it right if you're thinking about it just from looking at the fit. You have to understand how it works mechanically. Like you have to understand how when the
So,
piston
a
comes down,
when the
the
piston comes,
valve comes.
it
open.
opens to let
So
the when it comes back up, it opens.
there's intake, compression, power, and exhaust.
All right, no, I don't.
Those are the
This is why I said
four.
brass tacks, simple terms, okay?
Yeah,
Simple
you
terms.
can't- you
A
can't
miniature
ex-
explosion happens every fucking millisecond in
Not
that.
every time. Not every time it goes up. There's only an explosion on the power stroke.
Oh my lord. Okay. How many power? Is there
all-
one
God.
power stroke, and then
There's
how many?
4
What?
strokes? There's one power stroke. So there's intake, compression, power, and exhaust.
Wait. So is that
so
why,
let me
like,
bring-
when
it'll
somebody
take me-
says,
if you let me
All right,
talk,
sorry,
it'll take
sorry.
me literally 2 minutes to explain to you. So there's a piston in a cylinder.
Mhm.
You understand that concept, and it
goes up
is
and down.
connected to a crankshaft
Right.
that revolves. So it's going up and down. So it going up and down twice is 4 strokes. So it
1,
starts
2,
at top.
3,
It starts
4.
at top dead center.
right?
What we call it, top dead center. So when the piston comes down, it's perfectly timed to where the intake valve on the top opens and lets air in. In a turbo engine, it shoves air in.
Okay.
So the piston comes down, the cylinder fills up with air, then
Okay.
the intake valve shuts. The piston comes up, and it builds a fuckload of compression on all that air because
Okay.
both valves are shut. And then there's also fuel in there, and then the spark plug fires. That's when the power stroke happens, when the piston gets slammed back down by the power of the spark plug.
Okay.
That's when the exhaust valve opens.
Okay.
And then the piston comes back up, pushing all the exhaust gas out.
Okay,
The
so
exhaust valve closes, the intake valve opens, piston comes down, and it all repeats.
okay, so that's all understandable. Here's my question though. Okay, so these people that have like a big muscle car, right, and they have the
Yeah.
motor sticking out of the front, are
The
those
intake,
those things are all intake valves?
they call them headers. So like you got headers or whatever. It's just another
Is it
a better way to
over-
force air.
Is it over the intake valve or is that the intake valve?
It's over the intake manifold. So
Okay.
the intake valve is a little valve with a face and everything.
Okay,
It
so
looks
my-
like just a
But my only question is if they have that motor sticking out of the top with the valves up top that keep opening and closing, right?
yeah.
That's basically their intake valve, but it's just
Those
pushed
plates that open and close.
Mhm.
That's your throttle plate, basically.
up. Okay, now you
So
confused me.
in a modern engine, your throttle plate, you have one throttle plate, and
Okay.
it's a thing that just opens like this. When you floor
Every
it,
time you
it opens like this.
Okay, so it's
And
more
it
intake.
just lets air it lets it eat. And when you're just starting out, it'll open up a little bit.
Okay.
And I know that because they'll get carboned up and then they'll stick.
Yeah,
And
the
they won't
CSEP.
wanna, yeah. Yeah, but in like a big old time engine, they don't use like fuel
Okay.
injection.
Right.
So they just spray fuel and air at the cylinder, and they're like, if it doesn't work, they're like, give it more air and
How did they
fuel.
see? This is my one. I have two questions, and I'm trying to not forget the second one. How in the world did a combustion engine ever become created? Because how did the guy not blow himself up multiple times? That's my serious
it's
question.
Crazy the way that I mean, it started with like 2-stroke engines, just like
And that was another question that I was going to ask you. Is that the difference between a
things.
2-stroke and a 4-stroke dirt bike? Is that why
I think so.
like 2 strokes aren't allowed anymore because they're not?
2-strokes are like dumb, like they're fucking.
What does that mean? Does that just cut
like,
everything
put
in
it this
half?
way, a Harley, a Harley, I think might be a 2-stroke, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4-stroke. But the reason why a Harley sounds the way it does,
Uh-huh.
because they offset the timing weird. So in most motorcycles, you'll have like 2 pistons and their normal timing like a car. A Harley does it like,
Is that what like a flam?
so like when
Like
it's
a
going
flam
fast,
on
it's like,
drums.
yeah, but it's like slightly delayed, so
Right.
it sounds way different than other.
So like an
motorcycles.
open-
And
a
they
more
do that
open
for
flam.
like no other reason than that. Which
Is that
really
why
interesting.
a motorcycle engine kind of looks like a V? Is that 2 pistons
Yeah.
going down?
Yeah,
Okay,
most of the time.
cool.
I don't know shit about motorcycles.
I feel like motorcycles would be easier to work on.
There's
So,
smaller.
My
smaller
justification
parts
is this:
and-
smaller part, like it's not the comparison between a grandfather clock and a pocket watch, but it's the comparison between, okay, I don't want to bend over and dig my head down underneath of this engine to
Yeah.
reach this part versus, oh, I can just lean down on the side and kind of get at an awkward angle.
No, trust me, I was working on a Nissan Titan diesel truck, and that thing's fucking huge. But I mean, if you're working on any normal size car, like a 4-banger engine or something,
Right.
like it's not even that big. In reality, you could pick up a 4-banger engine
Right.
if it was on the ground. Like it's not that big because they're making cars so light nowadays for fuel economy.
See, and that's another thing that I have to ask you about. So, how do you feel about these cars that are being made with these giant ass batteries? How do people not think about the long term of that? Like, my idea is, okay, if I'm not allowed to throw a battery in the garbage because it's going to leak battery acid into the ground,
There's a
what happens if a car is sitting in a junkyard and it's got a car-sized battery underneath of it? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it's a really interesting concept for sure. There's a guy that I listen to on a podcast that like hates the idea of owning an electric car. He thinks if you like buy an electric car, it's really stupid.
I kind of agree,
Just
but
because the long term like the depreciation of it is like way worse than a normal internal combustion engine vehicle.
right.
But it's just not for sure. There's not enough evidence that an electric car with an electric motor can consistently
It's kind of the same.
go
I kind of
200k, 300k,
I
just
kind of
because I don't know, nobody's really done it as
Yeah.
much.
well, I kind of think about it the same way that I do with the whole vaping argument. Like people
Yeah.
haven't had the time to study the long terms
Exactly.
of vaping because it doesn't
Yeah.
exist. There is no
Exactly.
long term. Oh, we did this long term study over 5 to 10 years. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's not really. I mean, it's not as concrete as the tobacco evidence that we have over here.
Right.
That's
Because
been
people
set
have
in
been
stone for
smoking
over
tobacco
100
for-
years or thousands of years. The whole country was
Exactly.
founded on that plan.
Exactly. We've never made a car out of a bunch of batteries
Right.
until now.
Right.
Like exactly. We've never had a
Or like with the
tablet on
Tesla.
desk-
See, and
on
that's
the
my thing. What's the difference
dashboard.
between like a Chevy Volt and a Tesla? I know a Chevy Volt has a battery underneath of it that
A
is
Chevy.
the length
I've
of the car.
seen a Chevy Bolt battery, and it's huge. I mean, it's
Yeah.
but a hybrid battery works different than
A
the
Tesla's
way
a hybrid,
Tesla
or is it?
batteries. Tesla batteries work really weirdly. I think they work off of like literally just a bunch of like 18650 batteries. Like that size of battery cell type things just lined in like a big like I don't know how Tesla does it at all, but I've seen Chevy Bolt and they use a hybrid battery
Mhm.
which is super high voltage.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I don't touch any of that stuff because it's like like ridiculously high voltage. Like
I mean, see, and I'm looking at it like like another comparison. I'm going to use analogies because I'm literally our father. But like an Xbox, if you break open an Xbox to mess around with anything because of all the electronics in it and stuff, you break the seal on it and you break the warranty on it. Is that what it's going to be like on future cars and shit? Like, oh, okay, I had a manufacturer work on my car.
No, Drew. No. If somebody brings a Tesla into our shop, I don't think Tesla would like that. I don't think Tesla wants me poking around in what's going on in their car at all.
Yeah.
Especially Tesla specifically. I mean, a Chevy hybrid, they're all hybrids, so they work similar. So like people are certified in hybrid vehicles, blah blah blah. Tesla's secretive about their patents and shit.
Yeah, Tesla's
Like
got a big
they're
facility
weird
out here.
man. Yeah, but I want to work for them. If you're listening, Elon, I'll work for you, man.
Bro,
I'll go
there's
to
literally
school.
a big ass Tesla facility out here. Like,
Well, yeah.
let's throw it out on a place, dude. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
But you're gonna have to deal with a kid and another girlfriend, but
yeah.
so that's like 4.5 people in a house, plus
Nope.
all the shit.
That sounds so fun, Drew. We could
Yeah,
throw
I know,
That
you're
would be
not-
parties.
like what we're doing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well, you're lost.
Well, I could talk about cars for 6 years, but I would
Yeah.
like Cassidy to talk.
Cassie's got a
something.
topic.
I do. Okay.
All right.
What do you think about the how much people make a year, however much time now versus how much the cost of living is versus how
Oh,
it
it's
is now,
awful.
how it was 20 years ago.
Oh,
or
it's
whatever.
fucking awful. Are you kidding me? Elizabeth Warren one time shared a receipt for her college bill. It was like $600.
Jeez.
Please tell me that it's harder to live. That's why.
Yeah.
That's literally why the rise. See, I need to turn my mic down now when I'm talking about this. That's literally why the rise of the whole OK Boomer thing showed up, because it's just like it's the
Mhm.
same thing with I'm not going to get into my personal visits with college or anything like that, but my thing with it is that people that went to college in the 80s paid probably maybe a third of what people are paying nowadays.
Mhm.
The cost of living, I mean,
Yeah.
people who buy houses out here in Vegas 5 years ago bought it for maybe $120,000. Now all of
Yeah.
those houses are worth probably $400,000.
Yeah.
I mean, and with cities like Chicago, I mean, good luck finding an apartment for under $1,500 a month that's more than one bedroom. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Same up
As
here.
and that's a lot to do with, you know, advancement and the population and things like that. But I feel like in terms of our dollar and in terms of how much, you know, going to the store and buying something is worth nowadays has gone up just in the past 20 years exponentially more than it has over history, and it's worrisome.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. If somebody were to come into office and give me $1,000 a month, and his name was Andrew Yang, I'd be really fucking happy about that. Let me tell you about that, man. But
Let
I'm
me
not
just say
trying to get.
something about that. Okay. People don't understand that, like, somebody like me, I basically started my life at 18 years old, where most people do when they're 21, 22. And if somebody were to have given me $1,000, I would have gone through college already. Like, I have not had any college whatsoever. That would have changed my life
All right.
drastically.
I'm gonna give you guys a hot take. You ready to hear a hot take?
A hot take. We need a soundbite.
Yeah.
Boop boop. Hot take.
Okay. My hot take is Andrew Yang is a pretty decent candidate. He probably would win the nomination along with Tulsi Gabbard if people had their fucking heads halfway out their ass. But my thing is that with this whole thing with giving $1,000, okay, I'm going to explain my philosophy on what is called an entitlement for about a minute here. So an entitlement is something like Social Security or Obamacare or free amnesty because you're coming from a country and you think that you're in some way in danger, right?
Yeah.
Anytime that you give somebody an entitlement, when it comes to government giving the citizen an entitlement like Social Security, once that's in place, it's very, very, very difficult to remove and almost impossible to remove.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? So if Andrew Yang comes in and endorses and basically implements, first of all, the cost to put $1,000 in everybody's pocket every single year is 23 times more than our yearly revenue. 23 times more.
Than the country's yearly
revenue. If I remember seeing the number that I saw, it was like $328 trillion or something like that. But that math cannot be right. Because, okay, let's round it up. Let's say there's there's not 8 million. There's probably 500 million people in the United States. Just round it up.
Making up numbers.
I am making up numbers. I'm going off of all figures.
Making up numbers.
Dude, I just remember seeing something where it was just like the budget with our current budget and with everything else that we have to spend money on and shit like that, it would literally cost us like $330 billion or $1 trillion over 10 years or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But
well, I'm not saying that it's the best, greatest idea ever. I'm just saying
that's not a reason. It's the same thing with Pritzker. It's the same thing with Pritzker. Everybody voted Pritzker in because he was going to legalize weed. I'm all for that. All for it. I have no problem with legalizing. My problem is that all of his other policies basically included taxing you for everything that you have. And now everybody's realizing that, and they're probably going to vote for the next person that says, oh, you know, I'm going to pay you $5,000 to pay your student loan off. One time.
What? How do you get... I don't understand how you got from point A to point B there. But, I mean, okay, how... Illinois is a shithole. If they're not going to pay taxes, it's not going to get any better. The roads are fucking shit.
Everything about
everywhere.
No.
How is it going to improve? People are like, I don't want to pay taxes.
Right.
Then what?
But that's the thing.
government
But
just doesn't spend
while
the
you
tax
do
money
that,
in the
Yeah.
correct
while
way.
you do that, you don't vote somebody into office who's also going to increase the spending on your state.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? In brass tacks, if a candidate
Increase
is going
this-
to increase the spending on your state
How
in
did
terms
you-
of a budgetary standpoint,
But I thought he's taxing people more. That was the whole issue that you started this with, is that taxes got raised.
taxes
would-
got raised because but he's also at the same time implementing policies that don't really cut spending. Because Illinois is so behind, taxes are going to have to be raised. But at the same time, if you're not cutting spending or you're implementing policies that are going to increase spending,
And the taxes makes
then the
no
taxes
sense.
are completely
what
moot.
do you want
moot
them
point.
to do?
Uh,
Nothing.
cut spending on everything that they're spending money on. They got to pay
Don't
out.
spend money on anything.
Find some way in the legislature to remove some sort of pension benefits, because that's what really Illinois is caught up in.
that'll make people.
That's the thing. You
happy.
can't do that. You contractually and legally cannot do that. That's where they're in a bind. So that's why I'm saying when Pritzker's sitting here and he's implementing policies that are like, oh, okay, we're going to do this for our schools or for something like that. It's like, bro, you have like a raging dumpster fire on your hand right now. You don't have the budgetary
country
means
is
to.
in so much debt.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
So it's like, where the fuck's the money coming from anyway? What state is doing good right now?
Yeah.
Any state in the country.
Not as bad as
that's
Illinois,
like,
though.
we're
In
doing
terms of
great.
state,
We
in
got
terms
so
of
much
state,
money. This state, we have so much money to spend on everything. Everything's fixed in our budgets. We got more money. The government's just giving us. No, nobody. The country's broke. We're bankrupt. Bill Burr always says, we're bankrupt. And we're going to war with this country and this country and this country. We don't have money for shit.
Yeah, we really don't.
But we got to help out everybody else, every other country.
That's why the budget gets
But it's
held
like
up all the time. That's why the budget gets held up. And it's like, oh, the government's shutting down. It's like, whoa, what's
That'll
new?
help.
No,
That'll help. We're not going to
it's
talk
not.
about
It's
it.
not a matter of it helping. It's a matter of it happens because a budget is not agreed on between both parties. Like last year, when the government shut down.
But I don't understand how something can get shut down because people don't agree.
So, example, last year, Republicans basically finagled $25 million into the federal budget to fund the border wall. That caused a government shutdown because Democrats would not sign the budget and approve it through because of that $25 million. I'm not playing the whole
I
that, and that.
I don't understand the idea that
the budget has to be agreed on by
to
Congress.
Agree, so we're shutting down. So
it
they
shuts
should have
down.
To, like, sit in a room until
it shuts
they,
down because I agree. You should force them. They should not be going home at 6 o'clock at night. You should be up at all hours of the night, wide awake. You need to be getting used to a coffee addiction because you need to be doing your fucking job.
What the fuck are we doing? What is the country fucking?
But that's the thing. It shuts down because of the budget. If the budget's not approved, then the government's not funded. So that's why it shuts down. Okay.
Every motherfucker alive is worried about money, dude.
Yep.
Every motherfucker.
Yeah, I just had a guy tell me that his $64,000 car is an excuse for me not to check if a $100 bill's counterfeit.
Okay,
I mean,
tell me if you think this is douchey. I heard on a podcast this guy was driving, and a guy had a BMW, and what does the license plate say?
DDS CPA.
DDS CPA.
Okay.
So it's like
dentist
and an accountant, and it was a BMW.
All right,
and the guy posted it, and he said he forgot ASS. And he was like, "Am I the asshole or is he the asshole?"
Oh my god, I laughed. Like as soon as
because it was like BMW, and then the other 2 3-letter acronym.
I don't consider somebody like that an ass necessarily. I think a dentist and an accountant. I mean, like the two people that I really don't want to go and talk to ever.
Yeah. But the fact that he had to
had to flex it on his license plate.
That's true. Yeah, that's a weird flex.
You know he is driving like an asshole.
Oh,
like-
Drew, I got some funny.
I mean,
there
like,
was a
nothing
truck
in
that
this
came
world-
in.
Nothing in this world just makes me feel like so jealous of somebody else. Like, oh my god, that guy's a dentist. I would love to smell everybody's bad breath
Yeah.
all my life. Like, I'm sure you
Jesus.
make more money than I do, and you do much better work than I do, obviously. But
Yeah.
This lady that comes and rides at our barn, she's like a kid's dentist kind of, and she was telling us how she had to sing to this kid the other day because he wouldn't stop screaming. So she had to like sit there and sing to him while she was working on his mouth.
Drew, there's
I
this truck that
whatever
came
you got to
in
do, I guess.
to my work, and it had a bunch of stickers on the back, like
excuse me.
stickers on the back windshield.
Yeah.
Because it had a cover,
Mhm.
like a bed cover, and one of them, my favorite one, said "Liberalism, find the cure."
Yep.
With like a thing, and there was like a thing of like Trump pissing on a little thing that
Jesus
said
Christ.
Hillary, and then there was a thing of the state of Michigan, but it had like a gun as like the bottom half of it. It was like crazy. And then there was another one that said like it said the Democrats will give you the shirt, and then in big letters it said off my back. It was funny, dude. I was like, this guy is ridiculous.
I was
that he
about to
put
say,
this
he's going a
all
little over
over
the
his
top.
truck. Like, it was ridiculous.
Like,
It was
I
a
won't
big
openly-
Ford F-150.
I don't know. I won't. Those memes that say like, "Oh, liberalism is a disease." That's funny. I think that's funny. Not that it's I always distinguish between a liberal and a leftist. So I would say
I
leftism
think
is
it
a
was
disease.
funny that he just went so overboard on all the possible. Like, it was like so
God.
blatant
Yeah.
that he was like a Trump guy.
Side note: I think I'm gonna shave tonight.
I need to freaking shave my.
I think
neck
I'm
beard.
literally gonna go babyface, bro.
Really? I can't.
Bro, do
Never
you see
again.
how
It's
patchy
too
this is,
cold.
man? It's
Maybe when it gets warm.
Bro, do you remember when like Jackass did that prank on Aaron McGahee and they like put like a bunch of pubes on his face? That's what
Yeah.
my face
Oh
looks like
my
right
There
now.
was a lot on his face, though, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Lila.
Jesus.
I envy
Ugh.
your beard growing abilities, little brother.
Dude, you should
Little
try to.
brother.
There's like, I always get ads on my shit for like oil you can get that helps you grow your beard. I don't know if it actually.
I'm not gonna
works.
buy those
I've
snake
always
oils.
wanted a fucking big beard.
Snake
though.
oil salesman, that's what I call them, man.
Yeah, that's what.
It's literally snake oil.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't know. It's not that I don't believe it. I mean, I'm sure some of them might work or whatever, but I'm not going to spend the money on it to find out.
Well, some people, we sell people like maintenance stuff for like BG products that are like good, and some people are like, "Oh, I don't need that," or "I'm not gonna do my car doesn't need." It's like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we recommended it that you do it. But okay, yeah, I'll put in this oil that you wanted me to put into it. That's the cheapest one.
What do you guys normally use? I like Castrol.
We always use good oil, but like we have like Dexos, which is like made for like certain Chevy and GM vehicles take Dexos grade oil.
Right.
And like, but I mean, we always use synthetic. It's all good shit.
There's some blend in mine.
We always use premium oil filters. Like,
I just take it to the Hyundai dealership. I let them. It's a lease. I don't.
I'm going Hyundai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lease. You should, dude.
Um.
Did I tell you about the lease that I had come in
Oh,
to
jeez.
my shop? What happened to the leased car?
What happened
So they hit a curb.
on the way out or in?
No, a curb. They just hit a curb. It had like 15,000 miles on it.
Right.
Yeah, hit a curb. So that
15,000. Don't tell me that, man.
15,000.
I just hit 10.
Yep.
I like just hit 10.
So they
10.5.
hit a curb. That curb, it was a Jeep Patriot, so they're not really that nice of cars, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So they hit a curb that snapped their lower ball joint,
Jesus.
which is really bad.
What kind of car was it?
A Jeep Patriot, like an SUV.
So like dad's. Jesus.
Kind of. but it's like newer,
Okay.
like a Renegade.
Yeah.
So they hit the left front tire really hard. So I had to put a new ball joint on it outside because it got towed in because it wouldn't drive
Right.
because the ball joint was snapped. So we were gonna like sketchily bring it in somehow, push it in.
Wait a minute. So
and
let me get this straight.
instead,
This guy's got a leased car, which is under warranty, which means that he can literally take it in and get it repaired for basically anything, including this type of incident.
he was just getting it inspected here
Usually.
at our place. He was just like, he said that if it went past a certain amount, he was gonna have to turn it into insurance.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So yeah,
That's
it
true.
got to the amount that he had to turn.
Yeah, I was about to say a ball joint.
So we put the ball joint on. I put the ball joint on outside. It wasn't that hard. We rolled it in, but the like whole steering knuckle was bent. So we
What?
needed a whole steering knuckle.
He did this from a curb.
Yep. Hit a curb. So
was that
the
his
rotor-
story?
I put a new. Yeah, that was a customer's story. So I put a new ball joint on it and like a new rotor because the rotor was fucked,
Right.
cracked,
Mhm.
like in half, basically. So
Jesus.
I put the new rotor on just to push it in, and then we got it up in the air, and the frame is bent, like the whole frame, the whole front frame.
How big of a fucking curb did you hit, bro? Oh my god, are you kidding me? I've went over a curb with this car and it's fine.
So at that point, we were like literally just speechless, like Jesus.
He didn't
like
hit no
this
curb.
is not fixable at all. Then they came out and told us that it was a lease.
Oh god. Well, it's not a lease anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's just a bill.
Yeah.
Well, that's
good
shitty.
times.
Sorry to kind of kill the mood, but I haven't really talked to you since the news.
The Kobe. Yeah, I cried earlier about it, so I'm pretty emotionally.
I mean, I didn't
stable
cry, I didn't cry about it. I grew up with
dude.
You were 3
watch the
years
video
old.
that I retweeted.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, there's all the fucking clips of him with, like, when they won the finals, and she's like a little kid.
I watched him and Shaq win a championship in 2003. Might have been 2002, actually. You were probably like 3 years old. That's why I'm a Lakers fan.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he is literally the sole. Him and Shaq combined are literally why I'm a Lakers fan. That was like super sad to hear. Especially, and I thought it was a prank.
Speech?
I didn't see he made a speech.
I didn't think it was a prank. I just didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it at first because it was just TMZ reporting and all this other shit and like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Zach was sitting here. He texted me. He's like, "Dude, TMZ reported it." And I was like, "Okay, TMZ reported it. They don't confirm shit."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Birds told me that Woj tweeted it.
Dude, it was like
when I was like,
when there was an ABC newsman who tweeted that his 4 daughters were like reportedly on board with him, and that really had me kind of like freaking out a little bit, to be honest with you, because I was like, that's fucking sad if that's the case. But it's still sad just because, I mean,
yeah,
his daughter was about to lead the WNBA one day. Like, she's gonna go
in the
far.
other family, the 2 kids won't have
that too.
A sibling or parents anymore.
Yeah.
How many? So there was the baseball coach and his wife, and their 2 kids, if I remember correctly.
I think it was the coach and then another teammate and her mom and dad.
Well, it all came down to pilot error. I listened to the traffic.
Really?
I listened to the air traffic comms. That was not...
Really?
Yeah. I'm a pilot enthusiast guy. That was sent to me.
Well, Bill Burr was when he brought it up on his podcast, and he goes, "And fuck all you people that are telling me not to fly helicopters.
Seriously though,
Don't
like
go
no,
up anymore." And he's like,
don't
"It's
go
what
up
I
in
love
foggy
to do."
weather, you fucking
And
idiot.
I know that, yeah, like I don't know.
I don't know.
That's such a stupid thing to be like. He said that'd be like if you
Did you
heard that
see
somebody
that
got in a
some-
car accident.
and-
It's like, don't drive your car anywhere anymore.
Did you see? Okay, first of all, disclaimer: I'm not a Colin Kaepernick fan. Most people know that. I'm not a Colin Kaepernick fan.
He's such a good football player.
He's a shit football player. First of all, second of all,
hey, he was all right.
He was
okay. Made
decent.
It to the NFL. You can't say he's a shit football.
He's not
player.
a shit football player. He made it to the NFL, but he's decent. And I have my opinions about him. But some sick motherfucker started a GoFundMe to buy him a helicopter, and that shit, like, I saw the report about that, and it's just like, dude, that's not funny. Like, there comes a point where, like, shit's not funny, dude. I don't know. Like, I understand all the hate that Colin Kaepernick gets or whatever. You know, I have my opinions of him, but, like, dude, I don't wish the man any harm. Like, that's just, I don't know. That shit gets under my skin when people do that shit. People with access to the internet just have no filter, and they just have no responsibility when it comes to what they say.
For some reason, anytime the Colin Kaepernick thing gets brought up, it's just like really racist, and like I don't want to talk about. I just like because it's like I don't think it's that big of a deal that he takes a knee, but it's like Bill Burr. This is what Bill Burr always says about it, and I always quote Bill Burr. So sorry, Bill.
Jesus.
But he's like, he takes a knee, and he's like, this is for black people because police are doing, and then before he can finish, somebody's like, hey, my brother was in Iraq, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember that stand-up.
But that's not about this. This is about police, and my grandpa was in Afghanistan.
That's the thing. Like, when all of it went down...
Nobody's saying that that's not true, sir.
But that's the thing. When all of it went down, like, he went about it in an entirely wrong way. Like, you don't basically... in some form, and that was my complaint with him, was you don't disrespect the entire flag just because you're trying to make a statement about one specific thing.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand that when you do that, you're pissing off people who have nothing to do with the argument that you're making and have everything to do with just the fact that that flag is flying in the fucking air.
Right.
So I think, like, looking back on it, and I've said this for years, he could have went about it a completely different way and got the same message across. Yeah. The way that he went about it pissed off a lot of people that had nothing to do with his message, or even if they agreed with it, they still...
He could have just worn some kind of, like, thing that said something. Or something.
Even if, he wore the fucking socks that had cops, like, dressed as pigs or whatever, right? I don't have any problem with that. You want to do that, go do that. But, like, my problem with it was, okay, if you're going to kneel for the national anthem, first of all, you make your team look like fools. Because they're all standing there, and they're basically doing their due diligence, and you're just sitting you got to make a statement and be the one guy out of the club that just can't do what the fuck he's told. Like, you're here getting paid millions of dollars to throw a ball accurately.
Dude, okay. First of all, that pisses me off what you just said.
Okay, excuse me. Sorry. You're here to throw a ball and basically avoid people that are coming after you, and every once in a while you have to take a pretty solid hit. I'm sorry. I've taken a hit in my lifetime that's had my fucking helmet thrown off of me.
Drew, to play on a professional sports team in any way, shape, or form, and to start and to perform under pressure is so much bigger than throwing a ball.
I understand that.
It's retarded for you to say that.
They still make a ridiculous amount of money for what they do.
They make less than baseball players.
Prove yourself, dude. You have to be such a high quality player.
I'm not discounting the fact that Colin Kaepernick proved himself to be on that stage. What I'm saying is that he thought that stage was his platform pass his message, and he did it
Okay,
by
well, what do
basically
you think about?
disrespecting half of the people that fought for the country. That's the thing.
But
people don't
just take it to the military thing,
Yeah.
and that's
It
not what he's
is.
protesting.
I understand that, and I
But
said,
I want to hear your
He
opinion
could have
on the
gotten
whole
his
like.
point
he could have gotten his
across.
point across in a way that didn't get him completely pretty much blacklisted by the NFL. Then he had the NFL practice after he got blacklisted, and he wore a Cobra Kai shirt, basically basically insinuating that he's a slave of some sort after moving it to a different location. It's the same thing with Antonio Brown. My philosophy is maybe Colin Kaepernick got hit one too many times.
Drew, you're fucking retarded.
Why is that not a solid thing?
Hit one too many times.
Yeah, Antonio Brown just threw a bag of dildos at his ex-girlfriend. And he's in jail now.
Antonio Brown is fucking crazy and has nothing to do with what we're talking about at all.
I could make the same point about Colin Kaepernick. Maybe he got hit one too many times.
Make the same point about Colin Kaepernick.
Maybe he got hit in the head the wrong way.
You just made a completely different fucking point, genius.
I think Antonio Brown got hit too many times too.
I think Antonio Brown's been crazy for the entire length of his career, and the Steelers have dealt with it until he did something a little too crazy, and then they booted him out, and now he's whining about it to everybody in the fucking world.
Truth.
And I think that Colin Kaepernick tried to protest something, and then social media and the media grabbed a hold of him and fucking canceled him.
That's because fucking canceled him. No, they canceled.
If he didn't get canceled, no one has ever been canceled.
Are you summing up? First of all, you're summing up all of the cancer culture that has nothing to do with the flag or the national anthem or anything that involved in the situation with Colin Kaepernick.
All I said was the word canceled. Who else? If Colin Kaepernick hasn't been,
because no team wants to deal with the drama. The political drama.
Because of what? Because of the media.
Because he made a statement by basically singling out himself from his team. If he went about it in a way...
do that all the time.
Yeah, they're called diva receivers. That's why they're called diva receivers. Or diva quarterbacks.
You're so ignorant. When you just generalize entire things into two-word things like that. Like throw a ball. Or something. It completely
you literally throw a ball, avoid defenders, and hand off a ball. What else do you do other than memorize plays and go to practice and watch video every day?
Do all of that, and you won't play ever if you're not talented and you can't perform. And you can't actually make things happen.
And what I'm saying is, why does somebody who is able to do all of that sacrifice years and effort of his life? Years. I mean, literally his entire life.
He has millions of
dollars.
And
then, after the fact, basically destroy it all in one instance by going about a message that you wanted to get across in the wrong way.
Destroyed his football career, but he's still financially...
That's because he's selling that message over and over and over again.
Yeah. He's making hella money off of it. Maybe that's his whole plan.
That's the thing. He was a shit football player, and now he's just banking off of his shit move. And he's okay with all the publicity.
He wasn't a football player. He started on an NFL football team. And he was big enough to take a knee and make this big of an impact. And also, I would really like you to answer my question of how you don't think he's canceled, or why you reacted so viciously to me saying that
cancel culture,
he was canceled.
He was canceled because he fucking literally disrespected the flag.
That's what I said, is that he was canceled.
But he did that himself. I don't consider that cancel culture because he did that himself.
I didn't say
he literally took a gun, loaded it, and shot himself in the foot. It's different with that than it is with Kevin Hart, for example. Kevin Hart hosting the Golden Globes, having tweets from how many years ago?
Kevin Hart cheated on his wife.
I know that.
How's that different? He got canceled.
Do you think anybody in Hollywood gives a shit about cheating on their wife? Not a single person in Hollywood or the media.
Story and blew it up. You have probably no idea the Kevin Hart probably got death threats and
I'm sure.
all this shit.
And he came back from all that to be able to host the Oscars, and he got shut down for 4 tweets. That's a Bill Burr quote.
Yeah, he did. That's not a Bill Burr.
Actually, that's a Dave Chappelle
quote. That's
quote.
just a fact. That's just a fact that you said.
Yeah. That's
He
cancel
got shut down
culture.
for 4
That's the difference. I think the difference is that 4 tweets from 7-8 years ago shouldn't have any, especially before you cheated on your wife and had the huge publicity uproar.
But you're saying he was canceled. All I said was Colin Kaepernick was canceled.
I don't agree. He was canceled by himself then.
Okay. He was canceled by society. You can't be canceled by
No,
yourself.
I don't agree. I don't agree at all.
Made up word by this whole society that we live in.
The cancel culture is the people that go and hunt down the old tweets and get you basically fired from your job. The people.
Okay, well, you don't get
It's
canceled
both,
by
though.
the
It's
culture. You
also-
get canceled by everyone. Like Bill Cosby got canceled.
You're guilty by the court of public opinion. Is
Like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
canceled. Colin Kaepernick got canceled. It's just
I mean, I agree with you on that. You can't really use any other word to distinguish the 2 points that I'm making. But yeah, they both got canceled.
I just think
It's a
funny.
difference between.
But I think
something
a lot of
actually
him getting
being-
canceled was because of his own actions, not because of somebody else's, which is a
Yeah,
lot of what
that's
the
not my
cancel
point.
culture is.
Yeah, people cancel people because of their actions. Like Roseanne tweets, all the tweets people do.
I don't
tweets.
think
It's
one
them
tweet should damn you
talking,
from an
it's them
entire
making a
job.
statement.
That's just me.
Oh, neither do I. It's retarded. But it's
I
like
don't. It's the same thing with Colin Kaepernick. I would have liked to have him get a
People-
job so that I'd stop having to hear his
some
fucking
people
name
don't
every day.
think- Yeah.
And then I
Well-
wouldn't have such. I mean, granted, thank God he didn't, because I got a real big laugh out of his practice. That was for sure.
The media just portrays shit to get the most clicks no matter what.
When it comes to his practice, he did the exact same thing he did with the entire movement of the whole kneeling. He moved his entire practice to a completely different location. 30% of the media showed up. He
doesn't.
wasn't allowed to actually bring his own camera crew to the new place, so he moved. No, I do. He moved it to a completely different location of his own
Yeah, I
accord.
know that part.
Because the NFL wouldn't
Why?
allow him to bring a filming crew to the
Because the
location.
NFL wouldn't allow him to film it.
To
Why
the
do you think he
professional
moved it? Because of
Atlanta
that?
brand new stadium, multi-million-dollar stadium with multi-million-dollar training facilities.
Why wouldn't they let him film it?
Because it's not allowed of any player that has ever been in the NFL. Not one. Not one.
To film a practice.
To film a practice. Not one.
That's
It's
by
literally
themselves?
illegal to film an NFL practice. That is
Wasn't it
exactly
just by himself.
No. Well, yeah, it was, but you're
It's
still
a
not allowed to
workout.
be there. You're still not allowed to be there. It's in the media clause that any NFL player that has ever had an NFL
really
practice
fired up.
session has
You're really
signed.
fired up.
Yeah, because he's not
About a
special.
practice.
You're not special
Why
enough
can't
to
he-
bring your own camera crew. No player in the
But
NFL has ever been
reason-
allowed to bring
do
their
you
own
care
camera
why he
crew.
wants to?
It doesn't matter why he wants to.
It doesn't matter.
It's a rule that has been in the NFL for
Okay.
every single player that has come to an NFL workout or practice. You're not allowed to film your own workout or practice.
Well, that's why rules are made. So
Exactly. He's not
Just follow
special.
the rules
You don't get
blindly.
to. Yeah, and he didn't follow the rules, and he moved it to a completely different
No, you're right.
location, dressed up in a shirt that basically made him insinuate that he was a slave after he's been raised by a majority white family his entire life in the middle of the suburbs of California. He's had a better living than we have. I mean, good Lord.
he will continue to because he makes
I know he
so
will.
much money.
Yeah,
off
because
it.
he'll make money off that
because
message.
people like you get really fired up about it.
I'm not paying him any money.
No, but
Do you
you're
think anybody that's
clicking on
getting-
the media shit? You're,
No,
you're
I'm not.
paying in. You're cluing into. You
Do you think
know
that I'm?
all this shit.
That's because it happened a
How'd you
while
learn
ago.
it?
It happened a while ago, and the Daily Wire isn't profiting off of saying that Colin Kaepernick's making a clown of himself by wearing a Cooper
No,
Kai
but Colin
shirt.
Kaepernick is profiting off of you saying Colin Kaepernick.
How?
Of people everywhere saying his name because Nike's going to give him more money the more people that know him.
So you think?
Dude,
so
you can
by
make
that
money
logic,
if
do you?
if a million people know you and you don't
Okay,
do
so-
anything,
Okay,
you don't
so
do anything, you're just hot and
so-
a million people know you, you can make money.
so understanding that logic, like with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's name was in everybody's mouth negatively, you think he profited off that?
Yeah. How did he not? It's still like that.
I
With
agree.
this
He
impeachment
did.
shit?
I actually agree he did, because the majority of people saying negative things about Donald Trump basically
He just
invoked all the people. So what you're saying is that it's okay for Colin Kaepernick to do all of this stuff if it's okay for him to piss off the majority of
I never said it. First of all, I never said it's
half
okay
of society.
for Colin Kaepernick to do all this stuff. So no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is maybe they should allow him to film his personal workout.
No, they shouldn't, because
it
he's not
prevents-
special to the NFL.
Okay. Well,
He's
I'm
not
not
special.
going to give my side of the argument.
He's not special to the NFL. All of the players in the
then let's
history
talk
of the
about something
NFL,
else.
all of the players in the history of the NFL, the first person that's going to do it is Colin Kaepernick. Is that what you're telling me?
No, it's not. I want to talk about something else because I'm not going to be able to get my fucking.
I'm just saying, you're basically advocating for him to
At
break a
all.
rule that's been set in stone since the
No,
founding of the
you're
NFL.
repeating what you've said 4 times, and I'm done with the conversation. I'd like to actually have a conversation about anything fucking else, dude. Because I can't give my point unless you want to let me say what I wanted to say.
What do you wanna
about
say?
The whole filming thing. Okay. I think the reason that he's interested in filming his workout
Mhm.
is because it prevents the NFL from just saying that they allowed him a workout, he didn't perform up to their standards, and they're not allowing him back.
24 teams were signed on to receive tape from him, from the NFL. There's no conspiracy in the NFL to blacklist
So
Colin
who's-
Kaepernick.
So then it would be filmed.
It's
So
filmed by the NFL. Exactly. Why do
What?
you need to bring your own filming crew?
Because it's by the NFL.
The
you're
NFL
not
is sending
trusting the
a full clip.
Right?
Do
I
you
love
think that
that.
all of these 24 teams are going to openly say, oh, yeah, the NFL sent me the whole clip of the workout? Yep. Do you think all of them are going to openly, honestly do that?
Do you think that the NFL works on open and honest principles?
Do you think that they're not just going to send them the full clip?
They're $1 million company.
They're going
They
to
can
edit.
do whatever the hell they
So
want.
what
If they
you
don't
want me to
somebody
believe?
in their league,
You want me to believe
let's
that
be
Colin
fucking
Kaepernick
realistic.
getting filmed by the NFL is then going to chop all of the good parts of that workout out, and then
No.
send that edited clip to those NFL teams that were interested in getting it? The Patriots
think
signed on
they'll
Antonio
say-
Brown with 2 existing rape charges. Do you really want me to think
Because
that?
Antonio Brown's got a lot of NFL film from recent years. Because he played
And
in
Colin
the NFL.
Kaepernick doesn't, and it's all NFL officiated film.
Okay.
It's not
What?
his own personal film.
Yeah. Because it's not his own personal workouts. It's NFL games.
Okay, but do you see personal
That's why
workout
he moved
videos?
the location to work out and film it.
Aside from lifting videos of personal
and then
players,
people
like,
latched on to the fact that he changed location and didn't do blah blah blah.
dude, do
That's
you
what
understand
got
how
people-
much if a workout routine of a quarterback or something like that was leaked to another team? Let's say another team, all those teams are going to get that clip.
a workout?
They already have it. What you're insinuating is basically the NFL is going to find some way to alter that footage. That's what
No,
you're
that
saying.
they're just not gonna put it out.
They're not going to put it out. It's not public
They're not
record.
gonna put it out to anyone. No team.
It's
or
copyrighted material. Oh, to no team. Well, 24 teams were requesting it. So if they didn't get it, they would openly say they probably didn't get it.
No, they would. Because again, the NFL, one of the largest corporations in the company, runs on open and honest principles.
So you're going to tell me that Sean Payton is going to openly say that he received a tape about Colin Kaepernick
I think
when
Sean
he
Payton
didn't actually
makes
get...
millions of dollars, right?
Okay, we do need to change
How
the
many-
subject
how
because
many
clearly
millions of dollars?
that is just the most far-fetched and absurd thing I've ever heard. Literally.
Well, this is why I watch college football. This is why I watch college sports.
I don't think college workouts you can bring a film crew to either. I don't know of any-
Yeah, there's whole recruitment. There's all these rules that you have to follow, like the Bible, apparently.
Yeah. because
sports.
that's the organization that you're going into.
Well, I don't think Colin Kaepernick will ever play.
Do
football
I go
again,
to a
no
job
matter
interview
what.
and set a tape recorder down and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just recording this for my own personal use"? If somebody was to say you're not allowed to do that, am I going to then say, "Well, fuck you"?
Yeah, you might not get the job, but
That's exactly
you
why
have
Colin
the right
Kaepernick's
to
not
say,
playing on
"Fuck
any
you."
NFL team right now.
Dude, like you said, maybe he doesn't want to.
Then why have the practice and why waste the NFL's
To
time?
make more money.
You
And
To
had
also
get
to
your
make a
name in
point.
people's mouths.
you had recruiters from 24 different teams fly out to a facility to a no-show. That's an embarrassment, is what that is. That's not.
Well, if the NFL.
Some people don't think that way, though.
If I'm interviewing somebody and they don't show up, I don't go to another location to interview them. I just pretty much disqualify them from the job.
But that person, like Colin Kaepernick, obviously was
They can
not
think whatever they
thinking
want. I'm still not going to
that
give them the
he's-
job. That's the thing. It's a job. It's not a. It's not a. You don't have a privilege to be in the NFL. Or it is a privilege to be in the NFL. You don't have a right. And you were given the privilege of 24 people giving you the opportunity to watch you, and you didn't take it. You went to a different location, to a high school, and then sat in front of reporters and basically shat on the NFL's public image.
If you wouldn't have done that, you wouldn't be talking about him.
Probably not. But he's not making any money off me talking about him, unless this video
He's
gets
making money
monetized.
from that Nike endorsement.
He
How did he get the
probably
Nike
literally
endorsement?
was at the point where he had enough money that he. I mean, honestly,
The whole point of his thing is to start a conversation.
yeah.
Well,
I don't
he
think
succeeded.
he gave a fuck if he
but
was still playing football. I think
Yeah.
he just wanted to make a point.
if I was going to be famous, I'd want to be famous for better reasons. Not just because
I don't want to be famous at all. I want to be
That's true.
remembered. And Colin Kaepernick will be remembered.
Not as a good football player.
It doesn't matter if he's remembered as a good football player.
To people who watch football, that's all that really matters. He's nothing else besides that. He's basically just a
To people that watch
publicity stunt.
football. Okay. I like how you speak for people that
You don't even watch the NFL. What are you talking about?
I don't.
Right.
I don't watch the NFL because it's a bunch of old dudes. I watch college football. But you
Okay.
said people that watch football.
Okay, sorry. People that watch the NFL don't give a shit about Colin Kaepernick's opinion. They want to watch
because
football.
it's a bunch of old dudes watching NFL.
People that watch college football don't care about the college football players' opinions either. They want to watch them play the game.
I do, yeah. No, okay, like 50 years ago when we were talking about this, you interrupted me 40 times. I was going to ask you what you think about the shut up and dribble shit because it's the same shit. You
LeBron.
can't be on the,
First
you
of
can't
all,
be against
first of
shut
all,
up and
let me
dribble.
let me
You're
get this
on the
straight.
Shut up and dribble.
Okay, hold on. So, I am on the shut up and dribble team because
I knew it.
LeBron's on the shut up and dribble team.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
because China told him to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because that's really okay. So a whole country is controlling LeBron, the biggest star player in the NBA, and that's what you're saying.
Yeah, it
about
sounds
shut
almost
up
as
and dribble.
far-fetched as people altering film and not sending them to coaches, and coaches openly admitting that they didn't get film when they did. Or, sorry, other way around, that they did get film when they didn't.
Okay, I'm not even trying.
Yeah, no.
Decode what you
LeBron
just
literally
said.
covered his own ass and basically said that shut up and dribble to people who had a problem
Probably because he's
China.
sick of all the people telling him to.
with. Okay, well,
So-
he's kind of the one that coined shut up, that he was told to shut up and dribble. So to turn around and basically just use the same exact thing, shut up and dribble is not a thing anymore. Shut up and dribble.
All right,
is
well,
basically
then
just
I
do
guess
your
we're
job.
not talking about it. It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, do your job and don't use your job as a platform.
So,
It's
to
that
you,
simple.
being a professional athlete is a job.
Yes.
Period.
It's a job, and you
can't-
have the
Okay.
you have the
So we should
ability
get
to
rid of press
influence people.
conferences. We should get rid of press conferences. Then.
That's part of the job. You get fined if you don't go to press conferences.
Why? Why does the media? I mean,
Why would the
does the
NFL
media have a right
because
to ask
that's-
you questions if you're not supposed to give your opinion on?
Because that's part of the
Completely
job
contradicting.
description.
But you can't go on social media and give your opinion on things, or you can't go on your own.
That's your
platform
own
and give
free opinion.
Your opinion on things.
You can go on any social media you want and give your opinion. You're not hired by
No,
Twitter.
you can't, because you have to shut up and dribble, Drew.
What are you talking about?
I'm
I'm talking about when a player is on camera, in jersey, on the team, they need to be doing their job. Their opinion does not matter when they are in a jersey. It matters off the court on their social media. They can have whatever fucking opinion they want. But when they're in a jersey, on the court, on national television, they need to be playing the fucking sport that they're being paid to play. That's what they're there for.
Okay, but my thing is like social media and their own platform. That's the whole thing of shut up.
You can have your own platform.
Talking on Twitter or another player using their platform to spread awareness for something. People are not okay with that. People want.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
not all people.
That's my argument. That's my.
Well, and I don't agree with that. That's what I don't agree with.
LeBron has a right to promote whatever.
Yeah, in your own personal time. In your own personal time, you have whatever right. I'm not going to sit and bash LeBron if he wants to. If he goes on his Twitter and says, "Oh, okay, vote for Bernie," or do all this, or I want to support
this
something or something. I don't care about that. If
I
agree with something that you support, then I'll agree with it, and if I don't agree with it, then I'll just keep my mouth shut. That's a lot of just normal life.
When you're in a jersey representing a brand and all that, you can't just say whatever representing all that. But when you're your own, like when LeBron goes somewhere and he's giving a speech, or LeBron is on,
if he's out of jersey and he's doing,
as far as I'm concerned,
right.
Say whatever the fuck you want, but people get fucking pissed.
And that's the thing, and I don't agree with those people at all. And
people are like, I
don't agree with those people.
You're an athlete. You can't give your opinion on politics.
I think, like, if you're a pop star, if you're a pop star, or if you're a rock star, or if you're an athlete or something like that, and you're off stage or off. That's the thing. Off stage, you're on your stage when you're in your jersey, and when Social Distortion's lead singer literally hops off stage to kick the ass of a Trump supporter. Like, that dude literally paid to come and watch your music.
Yeah. Jeez.
He's literally there to watch you. He's a fan sitting in the front row, and you're going to hop off stage and kick his ass because of his opinion that has nothing to do with your music. That's what I don't agree with. I do not at all agree with that. And we can argue all day about whatever, but I don't agree. I agree that LeBron can have whatever opinion he wants to on Twitter, but if he's in a jersey,
that's what I mean by shut up and dribble. That's what I take as shut up and dribble. Like, they can't give their opinion on things. They can't.
No, and I'm not faulting anybody for anything that they tweet or put on fucking social media, whatever, dude. Like that.
But like you are all about. There's enough people on this fucking earth that if LeBron went on Twitter right now and was like, "I hate anime," or
I agree.
He would get fucking annihilated.
All right, we have to pause this discussion. I have to go to the bathroom. Quick 30-second bathroom break. I'm so sorry.
All right, me and Cassie can talk.
We're gonna come to a new topic after this, though.
Well, we should just talk about the Tyler performance at the Grammys.
Okay.
Because it's freaking weird.
It's definitely weird.
The part with the fire and I like what he's wearing though.
It's very.
He's in like a.
It's almost like violent.
He's in like a pink and red suit. He had like a pink and red like Joker two-tone. Is that two-tone?
I can't even remember.
Is that what two-tone is?
Yes.
Like when it's like half and the other half is split. He looks dope though. But I don't know about the second song. You definitely can't understand a word he's saying.
No.
It's just the vibe of like the bass and the fire. It's like
at that point, why even have lyrics? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's about the beat, so why even?
And I don't know why it says a song title on the thing. Like, it's just a performance. You could just put Tyler the Creator Grammy performance.
Right.
I don't know. I like his old music.
See, you always say you like his old music, and it's more like that though than what his new stuff is.
Yeah, but it's like him talking about like darker things, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Not just like, I don't know.
I'm surprised that.
But I liked Flower Boy, and it wasn't like
Yeah.
his old stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody liked Flower Boy. It was just
Yeah.
easy to listen to.
Mm-hmm. But I'm surprised that like he would be allowed.
Okay, so one more thing. One more thing, and I get the comparison that you're making because of Michael Thomas. Like Michael Thomas on the field is like totally respectful. Doesn't really do much honestly in terms of other than doing his job.
That's true.
And then off field,
That's
he,
true.
He sat here.
And,
He sat here and tweeted something about Bill Vavanovich because Bill Vavanovic's team is heading the officiating team for the Super Bowl. He's like, Bill Vavanovich doesn't even own any flags.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. If Michael Thomas after a game said something, and that's different. That's using the brand's platform.
Right.
That's using the Saints platform to put your message out.
And that's where the Colin Kaepernick thing
like
kind of
using your own image and your own platform that you have amassed a following for.
Well, and that's where it comes to the Colin Kaepernick thing. If Colin Kaepernick off the field wants to say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants out and make money off of whatever message he's doing, that's fine. You're totally free to do that. But my only thing is that you kind of made a clown of the organization that you were working for by doing all that. And it kind of, I mean, look at it now. San Francisco's in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G, though.
I mean, I don't know. I can't predict what could have happened, but that's all I'm saying is that when it comes to him, he really did just shoot himself in his own foot. Because he just kind of
we were talking about the Tyler Grammys performance. If you want to do
all right. Have you seen this yet?
Yeah, we watched it.
Oh man, see, I was hoping that we could actually watch it together.
I mean, it's still good.
It's pretty dope. So okay, little context because we were. Oh shit, I fucked it up probably by doing that. We were watching it at my girlfriend's house, and her mom was like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "It's Tyler the Creator," and she's like, "Oh my god, this is awful." She's like, "I would
That's
totally."
what I was gonna say. I
was amazed that you told me that you liked it.
Because I know that Tyler. Like I grew up with you telling me about Tyler and making me listen to Tyler. Yeah. And like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
She just went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought she was really mad. I did not mean to interrupt her.
Just going to the bathroom.
I feel bad now. I feel really bad now.
No, but I listened to Tyler like when Bastard came out, and Goblin came out, and Wolf came out.
Yeah,
and Flower Boy came out, and now Igor's out, and I'm like,
Yeah, I kind of figured you were looking at because I listened to the whole album, and I was like,
I like the song Earthquake, and I like a couple songs, but like I don't know.
Magic Wand's pretty good.
New Magic Wand, yeah.
But
yeah, there's a couple good songs. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not really his best.
It's not like I bought Wolf on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Wolf. It was good. It was different.
But that's the thing. If somebody that was like me the first time you ever showed me Tyler, I'm like, this guy's kind of trash.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If you've never listened to Kendrick Lamar and you listen to like Backstreet Backseat Freestyle or whatever,
right?
Or like.
Or it's like when Zach first showed me Dance Gavin Dance, he showed me Uneasy Hearts first. And I'm like, this is kind of a trash song. I thought it was kind of a trash song at first.
It's just weird.
But it's just like, I mean, like with their mom or whatever, I was like, it's just Tyler the Creator. This is just literally what he does.
Yeah.
This is his whole bit. I just like how they did the performance all together.
Mm-hmm. The fire.
Yeah. The ending was really cool.
Have you seen Kendrick's Grammys performance?
Hey, I'm closing my door because I'm on a podcast.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, I totally like. I mean, anybody who hears Tyler for the first time or whatever, they're gonna be like, "What in the world am I listening to right now?"
Well, the first song I heard was Yonkers.
Yeah.
So. I'm a fucking walking.
You used to always tell me, it's like, oh, somebody's a Tyler fan, they say the song Yonkers, they're kind of trash. Or something.
Well, that's the first song everybody heard by him. So.
With who? With my brother. Get out of here.
So what? I've been on there before.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm coming from that side. What the fuck? What's up, Jake?
Yeah, it's all backwards.
Yeah, it's all
weird.
backwards.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Hey, we wish you a happy birthday on this one.
Oh,
Big
hell
happy
yeah.
birthday.
I'm the
This is
birthday boy.
Big happy
I'm finally
birthday
12
from
years old. I made it to the big one, too.
You're 20.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're a big 20.
Yeah, dude.
Drew, don't tell him he's
Got some
20.
bridge.
You're supposed to.
Oh, whatever.
Now he's gonna know.
You're about to hit the big 2-1, big guy.
Yeah.
What's gonna be
There's
your first
this-
drink?
There's this kind of whiskey that I want to try, but it's
Mhm.
like peanut butter flavored.
Ew.
Yeah. It's supposed to be really good though.
Man,
I
I
mean, I
tried
like peanut
banana.
butter.
I tried banana flavored whiskey one time, and it was
I like
so
I
gross.
kind of want to get some Grey Goose.
Mm.
Just to be fancy.
Bro, you need to let me look through my. You need to quiz me on my drinks one day and look through all these drinks that I have. I have a flashcard
Yeah, there's
set.
got to be a couple of them that I like.
Yeah,
I like
there's.
really citrusy stuff. Like I always drink.
Oh, there's a
smoothies
bunch
and
of
that
vodka
are,
ones
like
in here.
I drink like pineapple, mango, orange juice smoothies. So they're really citrusy.
Yeah.
Are you coming back or are you mad at Drew? She's pissed.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm really bad at that.
How long has it been? Are you guys gonna end it soon?
I don't know. I don't know how long
I
we've
don't have
been.
anything fucking better to do.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I got topics still.
Do you
We
really?
gotta watch this fucking.
We don't have to
trailer
watch
thing
the.
still.
We don't have to watch it.
Yeah, we don't have to watch it if you've. I mean, yeah, we can watch this freaking trailer. We might as well. if
But
we're gonna
that
watch it
performance
live.
though, I thought it was cool just because like he was just kind of like rocking out on stage, and it's just like, dude,
Yeah.
he's literally on the biggest
I like
stage
when all the
musically
Igors
right now.
come out, all the black dudes with the wigs come out. That's cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, he
And the
really
camera
is-
work that
his
they were
stage
doing-
presence is really good.
The camera work that
Yeah.
they were doing with the broadcast, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But I thought it was pretty cool overall. I don't really agree with Billie Eilish winning so many awards, but
Powder on my face.
There was a powdered donut.
They bought like these Polish donut type thingies up there. You
What the
wouldn't like 'em. They're
frick?
filled with
Polish
stuff.
powdered donuts.
Yeah,
Mm.
she likes filled donuts.
Mhm.
Ew, dude.
Yeah. I
Bro,
don't
you-
like them.
You need to watch the movie Van Wilder. That won't let you eat anything filled ever again. Yeah, there's a scene in that that's just awful. I can't eat anything filled. Especially if you don't expect it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the worst thing when it's like a Long John, bro.
Dude. Oh man.
Is a chocolate Long John?
It's a
You bite
sin.
into it. Brutal. Never forget the first time I was like, oh, a chocolate Long John. Ruined. First bite.
Yeah.
I didn't used to like filled donuts when I was a kid. I hated them.
I don't
But then
think
I
I'll
get
ever like
older.
filled donuts.
I just like the fluffiness of a donut, you know?
They got Krispy Kreme out here.
Yeah, fuck off, Drew. You have In-N-Out, too. We don't even have fucking Chick-fil-A.
We have nothing
Oh,
close
okay.
to
Dude, you know what I overheard?
What?
That meme? They might be
What?
putting
Maybe.
a Chick-fil-A in, right? And the guy was
What?
like, are you
Maybe.
He was like, where are they going to put
If
it?
I
There's
don't
already
come out
so
in like
much
5
traffic
minutes,
in
then
there, right? So people are going to be coming from all over for that place. For a freaking Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. All right.
What's your favorite place to go out to eat out there? That's
Oh,
not like
God.
In and Out. Just
I
like
don't
if you're
even
really
know.
like money's no object, you're like, I need a good fast food meal. Probably Popeyes.
I
or
still
something.
go to Popeyes. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah.
I still go to Popeyes or like once in a while I'll go to Chipotle.
Ooh, Chipotle. You get that
Uh,
carne asada burrito?
Yeah, I don't think they have the carne asada steak anymore though.
Oh,
I don't know if they got
their
rid of it
steak
yet.
is good anyway. It's kind of spicy.
I like their barbacoa.
Oh, I've never tried that.
It's pretty good. It's
We
like
made
roast.
our own burritos.
Yeah, we like bought steak and made our own. It's
We
actually
like
really
fried
good.
the
The
tortillas.
tortillas. Yeah.
and then while they were hot, folded them. It's so
It was
good.
really
Oh, okay. While they were hot,
Yeah, like
I
roll
don't
them up
really
into
like.
a burrito.
I don't really like frying them. I like.
Not too crispy.
You need to roll them, then fry them, dude.
No.
Yeah, right. That's gonna make a big fucking mess.
It's a chimichanga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally a chimichanga.
Yeah.
I freaking love my chimichangas.
Well, this is one of the things I've written down. What's like your favorite thing to cook that's like fancy, semi-fancy? Not like fancy, just like actually need to get like stuff out and measure stuff and all that.
My
Actually
favorite,
put some
like
effort in.
favorite
Like if-
how? Like taste-wise or like effort-wise?
Like just to make.
I don't know. I mean, chili's pretty easy to make.
What's your favorite?
I don't know. I like cooking, so I like making all of it. Biscuits and gravy's pretty easy and fun to make.
I'm not looking for easy. What's like you're gonna make a good ass meal for like Michaela or something.
Man,
You'll
you
be
gotta
like,
be
this
saying
is my favorite meal
people's
to
name
cook.
on stream. I don't
They
know.
know our freaking last name.
Well,
really?
you see, if you go on your
She's
Facebook,
super picky
it's
though.
pretty much
she's,
right there.
She's,
Yeah.
she's super picky though, so it's like I don't know. Not steak. She doesn't eat red meat, so
What?
I would.
You're just now informing me of that? Jeez.
She really likes chicken, so I would probably do something with chicken. There's this batter mix that you can get at IGA back home, but you can't get it out here. It's literally called batter mix. And you can fry chicken in that. It's pretty good. Parmesan chicken's fun to make.
That's my favorite thing to make.
Parmesan chicken's fun to
Every
make.
time I say that we're gonna cook at home, that's what he wants.
It makes a stupid ass mess, but other than that, it's.
Yeah.
Your fingers get all disgusting.
I've got blisters on my finger. I always make that joke, no matter who I'm with. I literally, even if I'm by myself, I'm like, I got blisters on my fingers.
What's your favorite thing to cook, Pansy?
Those burritos are pretty fun to make.
The tacos.
You know what you guys need to make is fajitas.
Yeah, we need to make
Fajitas?
those someday.
Fajitas, yeah.
Some steak vaginas.
Yep, get you some skirt steak.
We found this like pre-marinated steak that we got for the burrito, so it was
Yeah.
really good.
Oh yeah.
Just cut it up.
Yeah, you
put it
didn't have
in
to
the pan.
marinate or anything.
Yep, that does the job.
Yep.
I want to like marinate steak. I want to like buy steak and marinate it and like freaking
Go all out.
put it in the vacuum seal thing and just fry it in a pan with some butter.
Ugh.
It sounds so good.
All right, last topic.
I have like freaking 10.
I thought you
Okay.
said you didn't have any topics.
Yeah, I came up with like 8 right before we started.
Oh my god, man.
What, do you not have time?
No, I was just trying to kind of wrap this up in about 5 minutes.
Well, that sounds like you don't have time. I was just going to talk about snowboarding
Snowboarding.
next. Yeah.
What about it?
How much it's freaking awesome and I love it and I want to snowboard more.
Yeah, I keep.
Snowboard with you and Jackson and all the people I've ever snowboarded with.
I
I
keep.
want to go to big places where we have to hike up to a fucking
Yeah, you're
mountain
asking
and we're
too
out
much
of
of me.
breath,
Hiking.
and then we sit down and we freaking chill for a second.
that's
and then
gonna happen
Shred the
once.
crap out of a face.
That's gonna happen once that day. I hope you know. I'm not hiking.
I did it like twice in one day,
Oh,
easily
Jesus.
at the end of the day.
We'll figure that out. I don't have hiking gear, but
You don't need
whatever. Anyway,
hiking gear.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
keep-
like you're hiking.
I keep
Well,
telling.
no, I have my own snowboard and truck, so we can pretty much go wherever.
Yeah, you guys can come here.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Do you want to pay for the
drive there?
gas?
No. But you guys can fly out for about half the price.
You want
Because
to
we
pay
have a
for
truck.
the snowboards to bring?
Yeah.
No, that's just a checked bag. But I keep bugging Michaela about it. I'm gonna take her and her daughter to because the bunny.
Has
'cause
she
Bunny-
ever skied?
No,
or anything?
no, it's gonna be
Ever
a fun time.
skateboarded? Anything?
No,
Is she coordinated?
I'm not gonna say yes or no to that.
Well, I tried to teach her how to snowboard,
I'm very
and
uncoordinated.
Jackson ended up basically
Yeah, he
teaching
taught me
her how to
nothing.
snowboard.
What did Jackson say?
He just because he was just telling me to go like one direction and the other, and I was just like
I was
not
telling you
understanding
to
how
shift
to
your
move.
weight from your heels to your toes.
Yeah, heel
Yeah,
toe.
and I was so confused. And Jackson
Tugging.
actually made sense to me that I could I had to press down in one foot and shift my whole body. Is where with what he was saying, I just thought I was moving my feet.
No,
It's
yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
body,
Okay.
which I was not understanding the whole first day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you do
Jackson's
technically
just good at
have to
explaining things. Plus, he probably taught his little sister. So
I miss that little dude.
Yeah.
Has he grown a beard yet?
Yeah, right. My man's legs, man. He's got no hair.
we always used to me and my friends in PE because we had you and Jackson in the same PE class, and you'd run together. We always used to laugh at his little chicken legs.
Poor Jackson.
That poor dude. I love him. I forgot to go see him while I was home. That really bums me out.
The last time I was home, I couldn't see him either. He's supposed to come up though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna freaking
man, if you guys plan a trip out here, you need to bring him.
Yeah.
For sure. No, for sure.
Well, I would
seriously.
like to go somewhere in Utah or something.
Bryan Head,
big.
Park City. There's Big
Bryan
Bear. That trail map that I sent you is literally 45 minutes away from my apartment.
Which one?
I
don't remember what.
Lee's
place.
Canyon. Lee's Canyon. 26.
Well, I don't remember you sending.
There's 26 runs and 4 lifts.
The place up here, I think, has fucking 30 something. Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you gonna actually watch the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna be over at the kids.
Well, I probably
all
won't.
day.
You won't watch it? Dude,
I mean, I don't really. Why do I?
It's been stupid busy this weekend at work. Oh my god, man. I'm so glad I don't work tomorrow. There's so much catering. Holy shit.
For the Super Bowl parties and shit? Jesus.
I guess. I don't know. It was not this busy last year. I don't understand it. Some guy came in today and ordered $750 worth of food.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh my lord. Awful.
Man. Yeah.
All right, one more topic.
Do you want a long one?
I don't care.
Because I am slowly becoming a Buddhist. Yep. I got a Buddha head over here, and I got a Buddha statue, and I don't know where the Buddha statue even came from, to be honest.
What?
Yeah. I just looked up I know I've been looking at a bunch of stuff.
I'm all cool with that, but if you start going to Buddhist churches or something like that, we're gonna have I'm gonna be what in the world?
A Buddhist, there's no Buddhist church. It's a
I mean, Buddhism is all about...
Do you really think I'm gonna go to a religious location?
Buddhism is, if I remember correctly, is a lot to do, it's a lot about Stoicism, too. If you really want to get into something like that, I would say look up the philosophy of Stoicism.
I know what that means. I know for a fact.
I don't.
Looked that up before.
Stoicism. Read Marcus Aurelius's... It's by Marcus Aurelius. He was a Roman emperor. He's basically one of the main philosophers on Stoicism.
Yeah, stoic. It's just
not
being
reacting.
mindful and being present.
Right.
Do you know who Jocko Willink is?
No.
You don't know who fucking Jocko Willink is, Drew?
No.
Drew, do you ever wake up in the morning and you're not motivated?
Yeah.
To go to work? You ever wake up and you're like, I don't want to go to work today?
Yeah, I don't need somebody to tell me that I'm a piece of shit for feeling that way, okay?
Yes.
Is that basically Jocko Willie? Is that what he does?
No, he just has people on this podcast. Like he had this one, the first one that I listened to was because I saw this Joe Rogan podcast with this guy, Dakota Meyer. And Dakota Meyer was like a Medal of Honor recipient in Afghanistan. And he wrote a book called Into the Fire. And he like ran this gauntlet of enemy fire like so many different times to save like wounded Marines that he was with, and like to hear him talk about shit was like crazy. And he was on the Jocko podcast, and it's like 3 hours long or 4 hours long of him telling like every single detail. Jeez. And he had another guy on there who's the youngest living Medal of Honor recipient in Marine history, the youngest living one, and he's like my age, and he dove on a grenade and it blew his entire chest and face off, and he survived, and he got a Medal of Honor for it. And there's like a 3-hour podcast with that guy. And Jocko's like a ex-Navy SEAL, and he's like a big motivation guy, and he always preaches like discipline and all this different stuff. And I always listen to him when I need motivation. So I know we do shout outs and stuff at the end, so that was gonna be my shout out. But like if you wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work and fix cars today, I'm tired, my back hurts, my stomach is upset, blah blah blah, like
I don't want to go and make sandwiches. Okay,
there's a girl that was on there, and she dove on a grenade, and she had a like spine damage. She had a temporary spine in her for months, and she had a prosthetic leg, and she climbed the 7 summits
after
that with a prosthetic leg, above the knee amputation.
Man, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like it's some of the stories I've heard on there, it's like you're listening to it, I'm like at work like trying not to freaking cry because these people are telling this story of this guy that they were in like the Marines with and stuff. Yeah. Jesus. But like it's, if you ever need a podcast to listen to for like I changed my freaking phone wallpaper to this thing because he always says he always his voice is like I can't even do an impression that's good enough, but he always says like get after it. Like that's what he always says. So this wallpaper says like there is no shortcut, there is no hack, there's only one way, so get after it.
It's true.
And it's like
nothing comes without hard work, man.
Yeah. Mamba mentality, dude. That's all I've been thinking about lately is like people always talk about like how Kobe died, but like the reason why it's such an emotional thing, and the reason why it's such a like hard thing for people to even like get it like it through their head is because like he was always the hardest worker.
Yeah.
And it's the idea and the mentality that he had that like
he was the hardest worker, and he was a kick-ass dad.
Yeah. I mean, there's like an interview he had, and he's like, he's got the best talent possible, like God-given talent, straight up. And he also is the hardest worker.
Yeah.
So it's like for him to be like to set such an example is just crazy.
No, I feel it.
How long have we been doing this fucking shit?
Probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. It feels like it's been 2 hours.
Can't you go to the YouTube thing and see how long we've been doing? We didn't even watch the trailer, man. I do want to see your reaction to this. Maybe we can go out on it or whatever.
We'll go out on this.
Because, oh my God, your reaction is going to be so funny.
All right, this is the Fast and Furious 9 trailer.
He hasn't seen this yet.
I have not seen this yet.
So I wanted him to watch it to see his reaction.
Why? Is it bad or something?
Well,
okay, all right, whatever. No,
yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna just play it.
The rawest of the raw.
I used to live my life a quarter mile at a time. But things changed. I'm a father now. I will always be in your heart.
Little Brian, I have a gift for you. Your daddy gave me this. No, I'm gonna give it to you. It's very special. It's for protection from what's coming.
What's coming?
All right, Dom.
Load up.
Dude.
How fast you are.
This is the 9th movie, by the way.
Seriously.
No one outruns their past.
Like
Auto-
what? Like what?
Hold on,
Like
hold on,
She
hold
lands
on.
on the roof of the car. Like, what?
How fast you are.
This trailer is just
hold up.
ridiculous, dude. This is just the tip of the fucking.
You got Kendrick Lamar in the background right now.
I don't. That's not Kendrick.
What?
And mine.
That's John Cena.
John
though.
Cena?
Long time, Dom. So we're up against a master thief, assassin, high performance
Master
driver.
Master Carter.
Who is he?
What the fuck?
Oh, this trailer's even longer than the one I've seen.
Your whole life, you pushed yourself to be faster than Dom, smarter than Dom,
Like what?
stronger than Dom.
That part is ridiculous. That part is so ridiculous. Like he jumps out of a window, a 2-story window, and catches himself on a bus, a moving bus. Like what? They're not superheroes. They're not.
Oh, they got Charlize Theron with a weird
Unless
haircut.
they are, unless that's the new thing. They're just superheroes now. But just if you're gonna
Hold
do that,
on, I'm
go
watching.
full blown.
Maybe this is the end, but we're gonna go out together.
You know I'd ride to the death with you.
What the fuck?
Please tell me that's not a Pontiac Fiero strapped to a rocket engine?
Impressive. I know.
No.
No.
No, that's not impressive.
My ass is in fuego!
Oh, it's Batman in the Dark Knight.
Okay, that split second where there's a Jeep driving.
Yeah, driving across the river.
The best part's at the end. The best part's at the very end.
I skipped all of it.
Take
God
you
damn
down,
it.
little brother.
That's your mistake.
It's his little brother. John Cena is Vin Diesel's little brother. What?
Just wait. This is.
What the fuck?
Just wait. Just wait.
Is that a stealth jet?
Just wait.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Just wait. Just wait. It's not over. It gets better.
Tell me you're not thinking what I think you're thinking. There's no bridge!
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, that car is definitely gonna hold. What the fuck?
That's the best part. It's
No, dude. No, dude.
It's one vine.
What the fuck?
What? I didn't even see that part.
Are you fucking kidding me? Haunted?
Dude, this movie is. They are reaching so hard.
Dude, what in
They
the
are-
fuck? What in the fuck, man?
I didn't even see that version of the trailer. I didn't see Han come back. But oh my god. I mean, dude, the part with the vine, I literally, the first time I saw that, I was like, what?
Bringing
Yes.
fucking Han back. He's been dead for like fucking.
You saw this already?
Yeah, dude. He's been fucking dead, and they're bringing him back to the fucking franchise. It doesn't make fucking
How in
sense.
the fuck?
They had a
Dude,
whole
they're
ass
throwing
funeral
logic
for
out the
this
window.
fucker.
They're throwing logic
they're like,
out the
"Oh, we ran
There's
out
a
of
stealth
ideas."
jet.
bomber.
What?
catch
There's a stealth
car.
bomber catching a car.
Oh yeah, dude. It's not even about the fucking cars anymore. It's about all this action-packed bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not even about the
It's
fucking
definitely
vehicles.
not about the cars.
Fast and Furious Tokyo is the last one I watched.
God, man. That was...
Dude,
That was a good way to go out right
Yeah.
there. That
Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that one.
I think I need to
Wait,
just
what?
take a shower after that or something.
Oh yeah, my mom says hi to Jake.
Vince's mom says hi.
Hi.
He says hello.
He said hello. Dude, we're gonna go beat the fuck out of some shit.
They're going to Sin City Smash, which is this place that you pay for a room that has a bunch of junk in it, and then you smash it with sledgehammers.
That sounds fucking
He
awesome.
says that sounds fucking awesome.
It's gonna be fucking.
How much is it?
And then
How much is it?
It's $35 a person.
$35 a person, man.
What? I would totally fucking do that.
He's like, dude, I want to go.
I would totally
Dude,
fucking do
also
that.
after that, there's like a paint splatter room thing that we can do.
Jesus
And they put
Christ.
a canvas in the middle of the floor, and we throw it and shit, and I get to keep the canvas afterwards. So that's gonna be my birthday souvenir from them.
Pretty dope, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
That's
yeah.
pretty fucking cool, yeah.
Well, have fun. Don't hit yourself with a sledgehammer.
I won't.
Happy
also,
birthday,
If I want to go
yeah.
swimming later or get in a jacuzzi later, my mom's hotel has 24-hour pool.
A pool? It's gonna be like 50 degrees tonight.
Well, indoors.
True. It's indoors, you
Indoors, they have
fuck.
jacuzzi
Indoors in Vegas? What are you
He
thinking?
goes,
Like I would expect that.
50 degrees
Yeah,
outside.
it's outdoor pool. No, but yeah, it's an indoor pool 24 hours, bro. So if you want to go in a fucking jacuzzi or some shit, let us know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
She's at the
Well, all right.
La Bonita or La.
You're on
We
you're
don't
on a
do this
podcast. Right?
podcast that often.
Well, I don't give
But-
a fuck these people. It's a fucking whatchamacallit in Vegas, bro.
Oh,
Come to the
Jesus.
Give them a
fucking
Stockman's foot
whatchamacallit.
job.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
Well, this has been real.
do you want to look how long we fucking did this?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours. It was at 1:45 before that whole trailer thing.
Holy.
It's been a long one.
All right.
Well, we were arguing
If
for like
you-
45 minutes of it. Jesus.
If you want to support the podcast, comment down below that we should do more podcasts.
And if you want to be able to argue like me and Jake without having any sort of beef with each other afterwards, just do that. That's kind of just like life. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Pretty
might be brothers, and like, you know, we have to do that. But like, you kind of just want to do that in general. I mean, all right.
It's just not.
There's
hard
my
to have
PSA for the day.
conversations. Do you have a music shout out? You wanna shout out?
Music
Didn't we do
shout
like
out?
song recommendations at the end
Oh yeah, we
of
did.
everyone?
I really don't have one this week. I low key gave
Jocko
Justin
podcast.
Bieber a chance.
What?
In
On
the
the
effort,
song
in the
Yummy?
interest of my relationship, I love you, babe. I listened to Yummy and a couple other songs of Justin Bieber's, and he's a solid tenor. Not a 10 out of 10. I mean a tenor as in the range
I
that
know.
you sing your voice, tenor, baritone, bass. He's a solid tenor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, what a way to go out. Jocko podcast. Also, I can't say I didn't say Kendrick Lamar last time, did I?
Yeah, you say
I'm gonna
Kendrick
pick a-
Lamar
I gotta
at
pick a
least.
song,
You
though.
invoke his name like 7 times a podcast.
He's the GOAT. Then I won't pick Kendrick Lamar. Listen to freaking Mac Miller's new album, Surf. The
You
song
did a whole
Surf.
episode on that. You're really doing your shout out.
Okay. Young Gravy. He's got a new song with Baby No Money. It's called Welcome to Chili's.
Oh, jeez.
It's a banger, honestly. It is a banger.
What was the song that I recommended to you last time?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Here's a classic for you that you might not have heard, and if you have heard it, you'll recognize it as soon as you hear it. It's Fell on Black Days by Soundgarden.
Okay.
Fell on Black Days. Like I fell on black days.
All right.
You will definitely recognize it.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you more about Buddha stuff next podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Peace. We're getting out of here, dude.
Later.
Everybody have a good time, dude.